All right, yeah, leave it up to me to be the bearer of bad news once again and stuff in order to bring the truth in the truth straight way. Looks like we've got boots on the ground again in Libya. 12,000 troops secure oil fields over in Libya. Now, for those of us who in the know, we understand that the powers that be, that Washington is the one that is controlling all of these NATO forces over there across the seas when it consists of Bahrain, Libya, and Egypt. And they have not let up their foot off the gas pedal whatsoever at all. They're using the proxies and stuff in order to stage their headquarters. We can see that the America is seriously after the oil, because remember what Pastor Dow said to you some months ago. I said, you know, the whole world is pretty much bankrupt, and neither one of them can trust in each other economy. And so what is the next source, or what is the next recourse for all the nations of the world? Well, that is oil. It is oil, and it is resources. So now all the countries, the Western countries that are backed up by Western influence, they're all after resources. That's why you see China and them warring in Africa. Remember, listen to Pastor Down what I've said. Keep your eyes also on the Congo. On the Congo. Remember these words. I've said it months ago. I'm saying it again. But we got everything that's going on in Iran. We're staging a big, massive military movement over there right now. As reported by former Senator woman Cynthia McKinney. She actually reported this to Stephen Lindman. He reported it on RT just no more than a few hours ago. He's a radio host in Chicago. He expects a bunch of contracted violence to take place, because while we over here are left in the dark, because the American news media is not like RT and Al Jazeera and CCTV News and all the rest of these sources that are outside our country, the American news media has been trained to only report certain things to us, the American people, and to basically leave us in the dark, to not know clearly what's going on. That's the reason why our government wants to shut down the internet, because they don't want you to know what's going on, because the truth is the same thing that they would do with these other countries and stuff. That's why you see moves taking place right now here in this country to do the same things. I mean, what in the world is wrong with us as a country? What has done happened to us besides a serious infestation of demonic spirits in the 535 so-called ruling elite of this world? I mean, it's just utterly remarkable and amazing. So what's reported now is that the tribes are going to unite over there in Libya against NATO and the NTC government. Of course, like I said, you know, Western media are going to do the same thing they're doing with the elections and stuff. They're trying to shut out Ron Paul. They're doing everything they can to dishonor, discredit, and disgrace him. And of course, the rest of these jacklegs are in no moral position whatsoever at all to offer any type of response, because, see, basically Ron Paul is running under a clean record. He doesn't have morality problems like the rest of these pigs and garbage do. But, you know, it's amazing how you can have a former Congresswoman Cynthia McKinney over there in that land with boots on the ground, shoes on the ground, so to speak, and she can actually send an email to this Stephen Liedman, and they reported on RT, and RT actually gets it out. I tell you, you American people should literally be enraged. You should be insulted and enraged at our country and the deception that they have you in. He said it pays them to keep you in propaganda. I mean, after all, American drones are the ones who is destroying all these people over there in these countries, and the French, they get the stripes on their back for being, you know, the ones doing the dirty work. But it's just sad, the manipulations of these Europeans and the American Western powers upon the people of the world. The nation building hasn't stopped, but it is, according to Bible prophecy, it is coming to an end, and it's coming to an end real soon. It's just that people don't like to hear that, because, see, most of you out there don't like to hear about Yahweh Elohim, the Most High, the creator of the universe, and his influence, and how he's already called a bunch of this stuff way before it even happened. But the truth is, we're going to be left in the dark and until it gets to the point to where it cannot be ignored anymore, because everybody in the world is talking about it. Then that's when you'll see the Western news media come in and so-called inform you people. But by then it'll be way, way too late. We're a wicked country, and that's all there is to it. We have everything under attack. You get thrown in jail for growing a bean in your backyard. You can't even give your neighbor some homemade goat milk without being labeled a terrorist. I mean, it's just off the chain what's going on. Freedoms, liberties, all of it is rodent. What in the world is going on? You know what, people? It's time for you to be informed. I understand that many of you can't stomach a lot of truth that I say. And, of course, Galatians 4:16 says that I become your enemy because I tell you the truth. And that's implying, yes, you will become people's enemy when you tell them the truth, because most people are comfortable in lies. The truth is just something too hard for most people to face. And since Americans are running very low on testicular fortitude because of all the Prozac, the fluoride, and all the other drugs that is inhibiting not only our mind but our bodily functions as well, I don't see where they're going to get too much fight coming from, especially in this country right here. And that's just the truth. I hope that you'll keep your eyes peeled and don't believe a word that these mainstream news media is saying, because they're all controlled.